Hi there, neighbors. I just got my ballot in the mail. Now, it's not very often that Pullman changes mayors. It's the first time we've had multiple new candidates running in a very long time. This year, we have a choice between Francis Benjamin and Deb McNeil. I had a chance to see both these candidates side by side for really the only time at the League of Women Voters Forum about a week ago. If you didn't get a chance to attend in person, I highly recommend watching it online. The first impression I came away with from that forum was that really these two candidates don't disagree on that much. I was pleasantly surprised at how much both candidates want the same things. Everybody wants a healthier community. Everybody wants to see our community stay safe and welcoming. Everyone wants our emergency services personnel to be well compensated, with safety at the top of their priority, and everybody wants to support our schools. The truth is, I think both of these candidates have Pullman's best in mind. I think they're both running for the right reasons. And that is why, regardless of how this election turns out, I'll be proud to have either one of these as my mayor. But personally, I'm going to be voting for Francis Benjamin. And here's why. Because this election isn't really about ideology, it's not a left versus right thing. It's not about wokeness or MAGA or any of the other red versus blue buzzwords. This is really just about executing on the kind of future that we want to see happen. Because of that, I vote for experience. When you look at the two candidates' campaign materials, it's pretty obvious who has put in more time, both as a civic leader, but just in community involvement. I'm not down on anyone's resume, and I'm not saying that anyone is disqualified because they have or haven't done a specific thing, but I've been here on the Palouse for 22 years. I've gone to the community events, I've gone to the luncheons, I've gone to the fundraisers, I've gone to the festivals. Francis has shown up to every single one. Maybe I'm just not in the right circles, but I've never had a conversation with Deb McNeil. The second thing is, I really think that knowing how our government works and experiencing government really counts. Francis has served multiple terms on our city council. He has good relationships with both the staff and the council side of things. The guy has working relationships with people that he disagrees with. Most of all, he has a track record of being able to work together. And don't we need more of that in our country these days? I wasn't just impressed by Francis's resume. No candidate is perfect. But I was also somewhat surprised at Deb's lack of preparation that came across in the mayoral forum. There were several questions that were asked that she just didn't have answers for. On her campaign materials, Deb talks about how she plans to get up to speed quickly, to learn on the job, so it were, and do her best to hit the ground running when the time comes. I'm sorry, but I don't want a work-study mayor. I'm excited for us to build off of the success we've already seen in our community and make things better from the get-go. Through experience, through collaboration, from a track record of governing, not just reacting to certain problems. Deb chose to end her time at the forum by looking at the crowd and saying, what has this councilman been doing all these years? As off-putting as that moment was, I do think it's worth taking a look. Francis has a very long record of building successful programs, of collaborating well with others, of being able to build partnerships to come up with compromises that benefit everyone. That's what Francis has been doing all these years on council. And because of that, he's got my vote. But what do you think? I know there's a lot of passion around this election. Let's continue the conversation down in the comments, or even better, post your own video. And most importantly, get out there and vote. Make sure that you turn in your ballot or mail it by November 7th.